always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas's offense will take the field first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down. And what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Leaves it with the back. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads it left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Holds and fires complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. To the air on second down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pulls it in. It's Okada. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Okada. Oh, he's got some space. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll set up to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas! PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Tremble. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tremble. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, Dave.
Turning it on! And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, if I'm a offense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. What a cut! Now he's loose. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big time play.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Going to sling it on second down. Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. From the gun, running back on the move. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Tamatova. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. Right on the money. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Going to try to get it himself. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, going up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, a couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Amatola. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a cannon.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this 1st half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. There he goes. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
And the returner is stopped. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on third down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set. First down. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll pull it down at the 45 on his way. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. incomplete.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mode.
Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Under fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And the Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. He's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. He's got it at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Lost a throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. trailing by a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Longhorns are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Texas! They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked